So I'm going to be using some of the things I said about angle in my former video, to tackle all this question. So the first question on the board is that means find the unknown variable in the diagram below. So we are finding the unknown variable in these diagrams. So now the first one, which is A, is this, and we have to find A and B in this case. Now finding A and B, now you now look at how do I get this point from the question by having this place as B. So we need to calculate A and B. So how do you calculate A and B? Now if you look at this point, we need to first of all calculate the angle at the acute angle at C. The acute angle at C, acute is an angle that is not up to what? That is greater than 0, but it's not up to 90 degrees. So the acute angle at C will now be equal to what? So that is the acute angle at C. So I'm saying the reflex, then write reflex C plus acute C equals to 360. So this is what we call angle at a point. We call it angle at a point. That is the reason, angle at a point. So I'm saying that the whole angle here, this angle plus this angle is equal to 360. So if I should call let me call this place C prime. So I'm saying C plus C prime equals to 360. So that is the statement of this. So the C is the reflex, while the C prime inside is the C prime and is the acute. So now, since I just need this place, so that because I see that there's nothing for me here to relate or to do for me to get any value from here. So the only way I can just approach this one is to first get this place. I told you, for you to solve mathematics, what you need to do is to first of all look at the problem. Okay, this is where I should start from, this is where I'm going, before you begin to write. So in this case now, I knew that I need to start from here, then looking at the question. So once I have this value, I can do some things in order to have it, part of it. Then this one too, I'll find something to do with it and I get my answer. Now, so finding C prime now, our C is 294 plus C prime equals to 360. So therefore, C prime will now be 360 minus 294. So that will give me 66 degrees. So this place C is 66 degrees. That place is 66 degrees. So I have 66 degrees. So now, but we have gotten this place at 66 degrees. So what else do I need to do? Because I'm still going to calculate A and B. So I'll be able to know what is it. Then I can now manipulate myself by saying that since this line is parallel to this line, so I will extend this line M backward. So if I extend this line backward, let me call this one B prime. If B is B prime, which means if I should bring B prime, C and M as Z like this, like something like this, and this line is parallel to this line. Here is now my B prime. Here is part of B, which is this line has divided B into two equal parts. So here is point B. Now I already know this place as 66. So if here is 66, then definitely this place is also 66. And the reason is what? Alternate angle. Here opposite. Alternate angle. So if that is the case, so let's now write it in terms of angle now. I can now say angle BC, angle B prime, B, this is short form for angle C, then plus is equals to angle B, because this one is the inside, the one that is inside B. Okay, let me just say C prime. So we know here is C prime, which is angle BCM. So if here is C prime, and we already know C prime as what? As 66 degree. So which means this angle here is what? is 66 degree. Now I know, see, I need B is the summation from here. Let me extend this line to this place. So that's what I'm looking for. For me, I have no part of B now. So for me to now complete it, I need this place. I need this place. So once I know this place, I will be able to calculate the value of B. Then I can now calculate the value of A. Now, if you look at line B prime, line B prime L is what? Is a straight line. If this is a straight line, then I can now say at B now, at B now, I can say 135 plus, let me call this place A prime. 135 plus A prime will be equal to 180. The reason is what? Angle on a straight line. Angle on a straight line. Go on a straight line. So that is the reason. So in solving this kind of question, if you are making any step without the reason behind it, then that is 0. So now I can now find what A prime is. So A prime now will now be 180 minus 135. So therefore A prime will now be 53 minus 7, 4. So 45. So if that is the case, I've already know 45 as my that place A prime. Now for me to now know A now, you now see that if I should bring let me clean this place. I'll know that place as 45. This place A prime as 45. Here is now 45 degree. So which means we can ask A angle A is equals to angle A prime. So reason is what? Alternate angle. Alternate angle. So which means angle here, we've represented the angle here as A prime. Angle here equals to angle here. Because it will now look at something, it will look like this. This is A, and this is L. This is A, L, and we have B prime. So here is A, and here is 45. So alternate angle, because this line is parallel to this line. So here equals to here, alternate angle. So that is the reason, alternate angle. So I can now say therefore angle A equals to 45 degree. So since I've already know angle from here down to this point, I've already know from here down to this point, that will give me B. So B equals to the summation of A prime plus C prime. No, here is C prime, and C prime is alternate to this place. C prime is also alternate to this place. So which is equal to, the reason is what? Okay, there's no reason here. I'm just summing up the total angle. So I'm summing up the total angle. So it becomes 45 plus 66. 45 plus 66. So that will give us 45, 66. That will give me 11. That is 1, 10, 11. 111 degree. So that is that. So 360 coming. 360 minus 294. That is 66. So we already know this we are 66. So 180 minus 135. So that's 45. 45 plus 66. So 111 degree. So we've gotten that. So this is how we solve this type of question. First, we determine this place, which is we got 66. Second, what you have to do is to extend this line MB to this point, which we are having point B prime. So which is this line is parallel to this line. This angle is alternate to this angle. So that makes it here is alternate to here. That makes this place 66. And if this angle is a straight line, now and we're already having a part of it to be 135, how do I now get this remaining part considering this straight line? So which means we said angle on a straight line is 180. I'll subtract 135 from 180. I'm getting 45. This here is 45. So from this line now to this line, this angle is alternate to this angle. So we are saying A is 45. Now, if A is 45, from this place to this place is the B that we are looking for from the question. See where B is. So which means I can now say 45 plus 66. That will give me 1 degree. So that's how you solve a known variable in this kind of question. So I think we understand this one. If you don't grab it, you can watch the video over and over. You watch it over and over again. Now let's look at the B part, the B of this question. B is we are having this, we're having a line this. Here is 63 degree. We have to look for here y, and we have to look for here which is x. Then don't forget, this is the reflex at this point. F, this is the reflex F. We have A, F, E, D, C, B. Then we have 205 degree. Now when you see something like this, how do you start? You know, if I'm having this place as a 63, now for me to have any other thought, if you have this, look at this, I can calculate this point. If I should trade this one, let me use different marker. If I should trade this place, and this one, how do I get this angle? Look, this angle is the same thing as this small angle here. So I just want to make it neat. So now I can know what this place is. Don't forget, I'm looking at this place. I can know what this angle is. And don't forget, I can also draw a line here. If I draw a line here, then trace this. I'm just looking for a way to actually get what is going to be for me to calculate y and x. So I already know 63. Then if I know 63, let's see what I can do. Then I can calculate this angle. Angle on a straight line. Angle on a straight line will give me 180. So if that is the case, I can calculate this small angle EF. I call this one F prime. So angle EF F prime will be equal to 180 minus 205. No, initially it's supposed to be angle EF F prime plus angle EF F prime. You know, this from if you have a straight line here, so which means angle the angle that's supposed to be from here down to this place is 180. So which means the summation of this plus this should give me 205. I hope you are getting the point. So which means let's subtract 180 from 205. 205 then minus 180. So that will give me is 5, 8 minus 10, 2. So that will give us 25. So which means this place is 25 degree. So let's see if we can make use of 25. Okay. Straight line. 25. So which means, look at this. If here is 25, here can also be 25. Corresponding angle 25. I think I have to clean that place so that it will be very clear. So let me draw it bigger, then you'll be able to see what we are calculating. So we are having this and this, also having this, having something like this. So saying this 205, then we're having here 63. If here is at 63, then we have to look for y, we have to look for x. So now, if I have along this here, I have a straight line here, of where this one and this one is parallel to each other. This angle here can be 63 when you are seeing corresponding angle. So that angle can be 63. So if I treat this one, I've done it earlier. This remaining part is 25. So if from here to here, I use a different marker. From here to here, angle on a straight line is 180. Then plus 25. That will give me 205, not 250. 205. 205 degree. So this place is 25. Now we are going. Then okay, if here is okay, 25. Here is 25. Okay, if this place is 25, this place also is 25. Here 25. You see now, this is corresponding angle because they are having the same. To use different marker on the same line, we are having a line from here to here. So this angle is 25. On the same line also, we are saying which is the same line with this. We are having a straight line corresponding to parallel to this place, 25. So we've got it 25. So if here is 25, don't forget from here to here is 25. Definitely I can now say 25 minus 63. So that will give me this small part here, this part here. I think I have to clear that place so that I will get it. I don't know if you get what I'm doing now. Now the first thing I did is this. I projected this line. When I project this line, I drew a parallel line from here that is parallel to this. A straight line that is parallel to this line. So 63 is equal to 63. So which means this angle here from this line to this line is 63. So if this angle is 63 and I already projected a line from here, I draw a line, straight line here. So which means I said angle on a straight line, which means half of a circle. If a circle is 360, half of a circle is 180. So that is what is here. So here now is now 180. So what will I add to 180 to make it 205? So that is why I subtracted from what I did earlier. Subtracted 180 from 205. I have 25. Now that I now have 25, now you look at this straight angle here, which means this 25 is equal to 25 here. We call it corresponding angle because they are on the same face of the line. Same face. When you have the same, if you have a line and one is here, one is also here, this angle here is equal to this angle, provided that this line is parallel to this line on the same face. So you call it corresponding. But otherwise, if they are in opposite face, this one is here, another one is in the opposite side, you call it corresponding, the other side of the line. Correctly, we call it alternate angle because they are not on the same face. If you are seeing my palm here, you'll be seeing the back of it. So that is what I'm saying. Now, so that is what on the same face, they are 25. Now, let me now let me project this place. I'm projecting this point. So what I'm having here now is this. I'm having a line like this. I'm having a line this. Then, sorry, let me project it. I'm having this. I'm also having this. I'm having this. And I'm saying from here down to this place is 63. And I've already been able to prove from here to here to be 25. Now, which means, let me just do something. You're having something like this. Don't forget now that here is the x I'm looking for. Are you getting now? If here is the x I'm looking for, now that I've already know part of 63 to be 25, what will this one be? What will we add to 25 to make it 63? We just subtract 63 from 25. That will give me 13,853. That will give 38. Meaning here is 38. So If here is 38, now we mean like what I said earlier, that vertical opposite, when you have a line like this, so this angle here is equal to this angle here. We call it vertical opposite of angle, so of an angle. So this side is also equal to this side, vertical opposite. So since I'm able to get what is here, so which means 38 equals to S. So I will now say S equals to 38 degree. The reason is vertical opposite. Vertical opposite. So that is how to get that. Now, since I've gotten X, to calculate Y will be easier. Don't forget, Y is taking all the way from here, all the way from this line to this point, all the way from here down to this place. No, so if Y is taken from this line to this line, and don't forget, we are still on the same, this is straight line here, so it's very easier for me to now say sum of angle on a straight line is 180. So I will not say S plus Y equals to 180, of which I've already gotten X. So it's just all these things just to be playing with the angle. Now what I will now do is this. I now say X, let me use red. I'll say X plus Y equals to 180 degree. Reason is sum of angle in a triangle. So that is the reason. So now I've gotten X to be 38 plus Y equals to 180. So Y equals to 180 minus 38. Therefore, Y equals to 8 minus 10, that's 2, 3 minus 7, 4, 142 degree. So that is how you solve this type of question. You see now, so the first thing I did is to project, draw a line that's parallel to this place. Since I'm able to get a line that's parallel to this one, I was able to get it rather. Then on the same line, these parallel lines are together. So this line 63 is corresponding to this angle here, 63. That is first thing. So if here is corresponding, then I now drew a straight line here also. This straight line helps me to know what I need to add to 180 for me to get 205. So if I should add 25 to 108, I will have 205. Now since I have gotten this place as 25, this line I drew initially will now help me on the same line. This one shoot out, this one also shoot out. So 25 here is equal to 25 here. That makes it corresponding angle. That is the reason. Now if this is the case, I've already gotten his place, and I'll know from this line to this line is 63. So what will I do now? Add to 25 to get 63. That was what I subtracted, which was 38. And this angle from this line to this line was now 38. By the time you add 38 plus 25, you have 63. Now, and I'll say if this angle here is equal to this angle, that is the reason. The reason is vertical opposite. Vertical opposite. So since I've already gotten this one, now here now is now a straight line, which means S plus Y should give me 180 according to the theorem that the sum of angle on a straight line is 180, or angle on a straight line is 180. So I've gotten this one as 30. That is what I solve here. 38 plus Y equals to 180, of which Y equals to 42. So that is how you tackle all this type of question. So I hope you get it. If you don't get it, watch the video over and over again. So let's look at the C part of the C of the question. The C is we are having this line. I told you that whenever you are seeing a line, it's showing that those lines are parallel to each other. So we are having a line. Don't let the line confuse you. Just simplify that the lines are parallel. So we have to look for Y. We are also to look for X. Then we have A, B, C, D, E. So we have here also have saying that it's still parallel. This line is parallel to this line, and here is 58 degree. Then I'm having here to be 64 degree. 64 degree. Now, merely looking at this, I need y and x. From this diagram, I can calculate x. I can calculate s. I can calculate s in two ways. Now, if you look at this shape here, let's follow a, b, c. What is the value here? G, h, g, e. If I should follow a, b, h, then d, a, b, h, d. You see that I'm having x here, I'm having 64 here. So which means s equals to what? S equals to 64. Why? Alternate angle. Alternate. That is first scenario of solving it. I can also do it like this way. Since this line is parallel to this line, look at it. So this line is parallel to this line, and this line is parallel to this line. So in that case, it's like I'm having an AB this. At this point, I'm also having HD this. So this and this are equal, which means if here is x, whatever that is going to be here, it will be equal to x. Now, if you now look at this place, 64 is alternate to this place as 64. By the time you now look at what I did here now, you see that this place is corresponding to this. So if you are using this one, you use your, if you say s equals to 64, considering this, you say is corresponding angle. But if you are looking at this way, is an s alternate to 64. So it's an alternate angle. So I've gotten s to be 64. S equals to 64. Alternate angle, considering ABH. Now, how do I get x? So the only clue here now is that if I'm able to get the angle here, I'll be able to get y. So the reason will be vertical opposite. Now, how do I now get this place? Which means since I've already know this place, if I'm able to calculate this place, and then it will be easier for me to now get whatever that is here. Let's call this one y prime and call this one d prime. Now, which means if I know d prime, I can calculate y prime. How? From what the former video, the last video, recent video I posted, I said that the sum of angle, okay, we've not treated it, we will soon do that. But just know this theorem that the sum of angle in a triangle is 180. So you will now use that theorem to find y prime. So what will d gives me? So d prime plus 64 plus 58 will give me 180 degree. And the reason is sum of angle on a triangle, sum of angle on a straight line rather, and sum of angle on a straight line. So that is the reason. So now can I say d prime plus this plus this 12, 1, 11, 12. So 12, 1, 11, 12 equals to 180. So d now will now be d prime will now be 180 minus 122. So d prime, therefore d prime will now be 8, 2 minus 7, 5, 58 degree. So here will now be 58 degree. So if here is 58 degree, there should be, I'm even wasting my time, sir. Since this line, okay, if this line is okay, let me just continue with what I'm doing. So I've gotten this place as d to be 58. Now I can now say sum of angle A or from, let me just show that, from triangle CHD, from triangle CHD, I'll have 64 plus y prime plus d prime equals to 180. The reason is sum of angle in a triangle. Sum of angle in a triangle. So that is the reason. So I've already known that this is 64 plus y prime that I'm looking for plus 58, what I just got now. So 58 equals to 180. So I can now say this plus this y prime plus 12 1 12 1 11 12, so equals to 180. Then y prime cannot be 180. So you are one this thing. Oh, I'm even prolonging matter. 1 2 2. So y equals to 58 degree. Now you see, now with my proof I was able to get that this place is 58 degree. Now see what I would have done. Since this line is parallel to this line and they are still on the same line, look at this. Is it not corresponding angle? You can just pick it straight from there. That 58 correspond to y prime, and that will be the shortest way. So nevertheless, if you still go so far we get the same answer, it doesn't matter. But the fastest way is that just use this line is parallel to this line, and you can see that they form the same angle, so on the same line. So this on the same face, so 58 equals to y prime. The reason is corresponding angle. So if that is the case, so we've also seen that by the time we added this angle on a straight line, we got this sum of angle in a triangle. It just shows that all these theorems are correct. So if not, we would not have gotten this place as 58, and that would have tarnished the theorem, or maybe we did not apply the theorem well by saying that this place is corresponding to this place. So we've gotten y as a y prime, rather y prime as a 58. Now if y prime is 58, then we can now say y prime equals to y. The reason is what? Vertical opposite. Therefore y equals to y prime, which is equals to 58 degree. So, and the reason is vertical opposite angle. So that is the reason. So the last, I think, is there any other? There is only s and y. We've gotten the two. So the last one now is now this. So to look for, we have this, this, also have this and this. So I told you this sign means that they are parallel to each other. We have this place as 44, we have this place as 100 degree, 44 degree, and we have to find x. Now if we look at this thing, so first of all, look, I've told you that to solve this, you look at how do you solve before you write. So I'm not writing now. Let me look at the diagram and see the way I can find what is the value of x. Now if here is 44, now then what I will do now is to find a way of replicate x on this diagram, so that if I'm able to get what I produce from what I copy from x, then I can now say either opposite or corresponding. So how do I now form the same thing here in this place? You will see that if I should trace this one, if I project this one like this, let me use different marker. If I project this, which is still a straight line, let me just draw it like this. I projected this. Now we now see that I'm now having the same line, which is s is also having. So if I now also draw a straight line here, you see now I've replicated x on this diagram. You see what I'm saying? Which means from here down to this place is the same thing as what? X. You call it what? Corresponding angle. See, this x is equals to this x. So the reason is what? Corresponding angle. Now, how do I now calculate what is here? Because there's no information for me on this diagram to calculate x directly. So that's why I said what you do now is to find a way of reproducing some lines, and so that you'll be able to find something that is similar identical to what you are looking for. So which means now if you look at this blue line now as no red as this line, this x. So now since I have known I say this one now is a pi line to this and to this. If that is the case, this angle here is equal to this angle here. You see now, let me call this one A. So I am saying A equals to 44. Reason is what? Alternate angle. That is the reason. So I have gotten this as what? As 44. Now I can also calculate from here. Yes, don't forget that 100 is from this line to this line. So I can also calculate from here down to this place, isn't it? So I'll say this x now, x plus 100 will give me 180. Reason, angle on a straight line, because we are saying angle from here to here, from here to here. Do you see now? So it's on a straight line. This is what we were having. Angle from here to here is 100, here to here is x. So the total should give me angle on a straight line. So angle on a straight line. So that is the reason. So that is the reason. So I can now say x now. X equals to 180 minus 100. So that will give me 80 degrees. So since I've already calculated x, I know A. I can now calculate the summation from here. Let's call this summation. The summation from this point to this point. Summation from this point to this point. So we give me, let's just call it x prime. X prime. Let me call it x prime. So the summation of 80, x is 80. So the summation of x now, x prime, is the summation of a plus the summation of a, the value I got from here to here is 80. Let me represent it with, how do I even represent it as it? Okay, s prime. That is value of s plus a, and s plus a will be equal to value of this x. So the summation from this plus this value here, this value from here to here is the s prime. So the summation of the two should give me this line to this line. So once I am able to get this line to this line, is equal to this line to this line, which is x. So now my x prime is 80 as I've calculated earlier, then plus a is 44. I've seen equals to x. I'm saying clearly is equals to x. So x now will now be equals to 412, 124. So that is my x equals to x. So x is equal to 124 degree. So if s prime, okay, s equals to 1. So I've said earlier that this x, that x equals to x, and the reason is what? Corresponding angle. You see, this angle here, which is this blue x, is the same thing as this angle here, which is the red x. So we call it corresponding angle. So therefore, we see x equals to 124 degree. So this is how you solve all these diagram. And once you see that you can produce and try to manipulate yourself out, it's very easy. So you see that we have been dealing with angle. So the next thing now is to now go into triangle. That one will not take much time, because you just see some. I've applied one of the theorem of triangle here, which I shouldn't have, because they are not there. There is another way of getting this angle. This angle is corresponding to this angle, because this line is parallel to it. I have used that, but nevertheless, we will see how to apply the theorem of triangle in some of this geometry. God bless us.